Now, I mean, that is just extraordinary. If that's an example of the way the Queen's protected, it's certainly not a very good one.
You know, a lot of Harry's still getting a lot of backlash over the comment that he made about Queen Elizabeth, referring to that he checked in on her because he wanted to make sure that she was surrounded and protected by the right people. What do you think he meant by that? And does the Queen need protection?
Well, the Queen has protection, although we just are discussing it at a period when there has been an extraordinary incident at Windsor where the Coldstream Guards were, in fact, supposedly guarding the castle, and someone turned up, quite literally turned up and said that he was a priest and said he was a friend of the chaplain, and they put him up for 16 hours. Apparently he was laughing and drinking and made all sorts of weird comments about his organs and so forth. No one suspected anything wrong. This was in the barracks of the Coldstream Guards in Windsor. Now, I mean, that is just extraordinary. If that's an example of the way the Queen's protected, it's certainly not a very good one. It's thought this person was a fantasist. There have been several fantasists, as you know, who've taken advantage of royal events, royal palaces, and there's a certain self-aggrandizement. But who would have made this up? I mean, it really is very, very weird. Having said that, of course, I think the Queen is well protected. What Harry appears to have meant, now you could make this up to a sort of conspiracy theory if you'd like. He talked about, all the implications were that there were forces against them, and by implication, he might be meaning that there were forces that also were against the Queen, or might be, because he always places the Queen above the barbs and the critiques that they've thrown at the royal family. But the facts of the matter would appear that that interview would probably water off a duck's back for an American audience. The British press, of course, detested some of the phraseology and the thought that he would be helping the Queen, and the fact that he wouldn't answer a question about his relations with his father and his brother. And, they still haven't made up their mind if they're coming over for the Platinum Jubilee. So it really is an extraordinary situation. But to summarize it, I'd say the rift very definitely hasn't been healed. I think that, I'm afraid, is quite clear.